Hello and welcome to my channel, and today we are filming my May TBR. I have one goal in May, and that is to read 5-star books. I have not had a single 5-star novel since the beginning of the year. Actually, I think honestly, I don't remember when my last 5-star novel was. I have had 5-star books this year, but those were just manga volumes. So I have yet to have an actual 5-star novel this year. And it's starting to get a little old. I do still have probably about a week or two left of April. So that could change before May, but the goal still stands. I'm sick of reading 3- and 4-star books. I need to find some 5-star reads. As of right now, I might be doing a readathon in May. I might be participating in, oh gosh, I don't remember the name of it, but I might be participating in one readathon, but I haven't fully finalized that. I'm not sure if I will be. So my plans are pretty open. Let's start with my series jar. I'm hoping I don't have to buy anything this month. I have way too many books right now, and I'm technically on a book buying ban. Okay. I pulled out Cemetery Boys, but the second book isn't actually out yet, so let's repick. And I spoke too soon. I will need to purchase 2 books. That is the Iskari series, the first one being The Last Nimsara, which is one that I gave a 5-star when I first read it. I'm intrigued to see, because I've heard that the next 2 books are nowhere near as good as the first. So I'm thinking maybe, even though like they're not connected, maybe rereading the first one, seeing if it still holds up, and then continuing on with the other 2. That does mean I will need to purchase the other 2 books. Hopefully I can find them somewhere cheap. I am technically on a book buying ban, but I've said in the past that books for this jar don't count. If it's a book or if it's a series that I own the first book of or a couple books of, I don't want to have to purchase them later. I'm the type of person where I don't tend to purchase books after I've read them, only because I feel like I could use that money towards something new and exciting. So if I have to purchase books, I'd rather it be like before I read them. At the very least, I'm gonna say the books that I buy for this jar, they don't count towards my book buying ban because I have to read them for the series. If I don't read them, then I will have to take a penalty. As long as I read them within the month that they are assigned to me, I will not have to take a penalty. They don't count towards the book buying ban. And then let's pull from my reread jar, even though, like I said, I probably am going to reread The Last Nimsara. Okay, I have to try to find the ebook for this one, but that's Cody. This is a short little graphic novel about a bear who is trying to find their way back to this little girl that he met, and it follows his story from there. It was so cute when I first read it. I'm definitely looking forward to giving it a second read. It has been a little while since we've picked out of this jar, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Let's see what our first pick is. I need to go through this and empty it out a little bit because I still have some prompts in here from readathons. A chance pick. Okay, so basically what chance prompt is, it's inspired by Becca from Becca in the Books, and she used to do a reading game based on Monopoly called Bookopoly. So I stole this prompt from her. And basically you put together a group of cards, half that you want to read and half that you don't want to read at this time, and you decide, you pick from the card, and whatever you pick, you end up getting, obviously hoping that you get the book that you want to read. So I put together a list of 8 books. 4 that I do want to read, just not right now, and the other 4 that I am very excited to get to. So I can't find my flashcards, so instead I just put together a list of 8 books, and I have a D8 here, so I can just roll that and figure out 4. So 4 is Blackouts. We actually did get one that I want to read, and that is Blackouts. This is a book that I didn't know much about, but I'm very excited because inside it includes pictures and photographs and actual blackout poetry. I'm also very nervous. I don't know if this is going to be a 5-star book, but it's one that I'm very intrigued by. It is definitely out of my comfort zone, so we will see how I feel about it. Pick number 2. I mean, technically I was going to do this anyway, but it helps to add to my TBR, my ABCs of manga. May is technically E. I will have already started the manga for E in April, because I'm kind of bouncing back between D and E. But for E, I am reading Eden Zero. This is a manga series created by the same creators of Fairy Tail, which you can see is very evident in the characters. Benson has assured me that there is no collection, no crossover, or correlation, no crossover between the two. I guess they basically said it's Fairy Tail in space. So I'm intrigued. I'm also a little nervous, only because I am worried that it's going to be a little too similar to Fairy Tail and the characters are going to throw me off. But I'm still intrigued nonetheless, and I'm hoping that I love it just as much. Pick number 3. A coin flip, meaning I pick 2 books and hope that it's very similar to chance. I pick 2 books, heads or tails, and hope that I get the one that I want to read this month. So heads is going to be The Wishing Game, which is one I really, really want to get to. This is definitely on my top priorities for 5-star prediction. And Unbirthday will be Tails, which is one that I very much need to read, but I've been putting off for a while. Just to show you, I did not cheat. That is Tails, meaning I have to read Unbirthday. So I very much don't think this is going to be a 5-star read, so it sucks that it ends up on this TBR. But
did it really?
So I do really need to read this because it's technically supposed to get unhauled last year because I didn't finish it within the year. And I am still very excited to read it. It just hasn't been on my priority. Pick number 4. A recent purchase. So as y'all will know, if you don't already, I went on a pretty big spending spree and I was in Boston. I have quite a few options for this, but I think I'm gonna go with a definite 5-star prediction. I was thinking about The Wishing Game, but then I realized I purchased this more recently, and that is The Story of Silence. This one, all I really know about it, all I really want to know, first of all, this cover is gorgeous. I am obsessed, which is part of the reason that I got it. And then I saw the little tagline says, "A tale of a non-binary knight finding the courage to be who they are." I think this looks so cute, and I'm going to be so sad and so disappointed if this is not a 5-star read. Pick number 5 and our last prompt pick. Works in my favor because it is a mood read. Now, normally, most people take this to be you pick in the moment. You don't have to show it in the video. But I am going to be the opposite of that person and pick The Wishing Game. This is one that I have been trying to get on my TBR since I bought it. Have not picked it up yet. Haven't been able to pick it up yet. I am so excited to pick this up. This is a huge 5-star prediction. I am just worried about the length, because typically me and short books don't do very well together. So these 5 books are technically my main priority of the month. Obviously, I have the reread as well as the series that I have to get on here, but this is the main priority that I need in order to get an additional bingo on my bingo board. But as per TBR video, I also have to pick out of my unwrapped jar, which I have been slacking on. I think there are 4 books that I've unwrapped that I have not gotten to. Hopefully will by the end of this month. If I don't, I'm just gonna rewrap them and obviously make them a priority next time I wrap them up. But I do want to keep up the momentum, get as many of these unwrapped and read as I can. Okay. Okay, book number 17. Looks like a short paperback. Oh, you know what? I think I might know what this is. I didn't know what this is. Okay. Shadows of the Dark Crystal. Every single time I pick this up, I get so invested in the story, and I actually read through it very quickly. But for some reason, I just never end up. Oh, look, there's still a bookmark in there. Last time I picked it up, I was 23 pages in. But when I pick it up, I get so invested in the story, and I very much love and enjoy it. I just never end up finishing it for some reason. But if you don't know what Shadows of the Dark Crystal is, this is a prequel series to The Dark Crystal, which I enjoyed The Dark Crystal, definitely not as much as Labyrinth. But I'm very excited to finally get this. I definitely will be picking this up. I don't know if it's going to be a 5-star, but still, I'm excited to get it read and off of my TBR. And pick number 2, 17 and 18. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I realize I have to put 17 back because I accidentally grabbed 14. So I technically unwrapped 14 and 18. This one, I'll show you, is actually 18. Okay, cool. This one, another small-ish paperback. Ah, shit. I got both of Benson's books. Both of them. Both of these are Benson's. But that is Monkey. This is a classic story. I'm pretty sure it's very satirical. I started it. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be very satirical, very interesting. Definitely not something I normally read, but I started it a while ago. Kind of got into it, but decided that I shouldn't read the audiobook, that I kind of want to listen to it or read it physically if I'm going to pick it up. So, this will be my official stack for the month of May, which I'm very excited about. A lot of these, some of them I am a little nervous about, but we will see how. Okay, I don't think there are any other updates that I need to let you in on. May is probably going to be very packed. It is the 1 month. I don't think we have a lot of breaks. We have one holiday on a Monday for school-wise, and we don't have a lot planned other than that. So we'll see how many of these I actually get read, and hopefully I enjoy them and find a 5-star read. I won't say my first because there is still a high possibility that I will find one before April is over. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button if you like this video, and subscribe if you want to see more from me, as well as Benson, who's a frequent member on this channel. I will leave all of their links down in the description box below, as well as links to my social media if you want to get any more updates from me. But until then, bye.